Welcome back. In our last video we saw how to create a notebook inside of OneNote, and we discussed a little bit about what you can do with OneNote. In this video I want to go ahead and show you how to structure a notebook by creating different sections, section groups, and adding pages to your sections. So you can see here I've got my Project A notebook, and I actually right-clicked and deleted some of the things I had before. And you're going to see it says there are no open sections in this notebook. So what I want to do is I want to create a couple of sections inside of this notebook. One for different kinds of notes that I may take, and another for brainstorming and ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and right click on Project A here, and I'm going to go ahead and say New Section. And that creates me a new section, and I could very easily come in here and just rename this Meeting Notes. So now I have a section within Project A. I can right click again and say New Section, and I could create a section for telephone call notes. So now I have two sections inside of this OneNote notebook. Now every section by default starts off with one untitled page inside of it. So I could come here and I could go ahead and type project meeting, December 1, 2010. So now I went ahead and named this page Project Meeting December 1, 2010. Whatever you type up here in this first opening title box will become the name for the page. If you want to create another page inside of a section, all you have to do is come here and click on New Page. And when you do that, you'll see I get a new untitled page. So now I go ahead and do Project Meeting December 7, 2010. And again, whatever I type there is going to become the name of the page. Now you can actually change the amount of space that's given to these two navigation areas. If I go ahead and point right at that dividing line, you're going to see that my cursor assumes a different shape. It's got the two parallel lines with the arrows pointing left and right. And as I drag over, you're going to see I can see more of the tab now. So if you have very long sheet names or page names, you're going to want to go ahead and do that. You can also make it smaller if you needed to see more on that actual page. You can do the same thing over here by just dragging this dividing line. Just as simple as that. Now, if you want, you can also group these different sections together. And you can create section groups, again, just by simply right-clicking up here and saying New Section Group. And there's my new section group. Right now there's nothing inside of it, so I just have to give it a name. And I can go ahead and name this Notes. And now I have a section for all of my notes. But I haven't placed meeting notes or telephone call notes into that section. To do that, all I have to do is drag those sections onto the group name. And you're going to see those are now subsections underneath notes. And again, you can create as many sections and as many section groups as you want. So I said the other thing I wanted to create was sort of a page for our group for ideas and brainstorming. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to right click again up here on Project A, and I'm going to say New Section Group. Now when I do that, it actually got created inside of this Notes section. So I've created a group inside of a group. So you can see you've got virtually an unlimited level of flexibility in structuring your sections and your pages here. But this isn't exactly what we want. We wanted this to be a complete separate section within Project A, not a subsection of Project Notes. So I need to go ahead and drag this out to the next level. And to do that, all I have to do is drag the name of that section group. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to drag it onto Notes. I'm going to drag it right onto the notebook so it's a top level section. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that up there right onto Project A and release, and you're going to see I now have new section group and notes. And you're going to see notes when you click on it. Whoops. When you click on it, you'll see those two subsections in there. Now I want to rename this new section group. Now I can do that just simply by clicking on the name, or I can right click on it, whoops, and select rename. Either way, I can go ahead and type ideas and brainstorming. Oops. There we go. And now I can go ahead and click new section. I right clicked on ideas and brainstorming and new section, and that creates a new empty section inside of that section group. And again, I could rename it right here, or I could right click and select rename, and I'm going to go ahead and type ideas December 2010. I could right click again and say new section, and there's another new section right there. Again, I can right click on it and rename, and I can type ideas November 2010. So now I have a single notebook that has two major groups inside of it, ideas and brainstorming and notes. And each one of those notes has a different section inside of it to subdivide it down even further. You can also, again, remember to come over here and create new pages inside of your group. So for example, if I come over here to Ideas 2010, I've just got one untitled page, and I'm just going to go ahead and type sample title here. I can create a new page there. Actually, I can click here and you can see I can create as many pages inside of this section as I want. So that's how you can organize and structure your notebook over here in your projects or in your navigation pane, and also how you can create individual pages within a section. Now, you're not actually limited to just one notebook inside of Microsoft OneNote. You can create as many as you like. For example, I can come up here to File, and you're going to see I've got notebook information for Project A, but I'm going to go ahead and click on New. And again, I'm going to create this on my computer. These are the same steps that we followed when we initially created our notebook. And I'm going to go ahead and call this Project B. And again, I'm going to place it on my desktop, and I'm going to click Create Notebook. So I now have Project B's notebook.